Perseus. A lot happened on Perseus that people don't really know about. They came to me one day, 3/4 of the way through filming the movie, and they said, you can't cut Medusa's head off with the sword. Now, the whole reason I had the sword was to cut Medusa's head off. Zeus, Laurence Olivier, had given me the sword to cut her head off. So we get to the scene where I'm supposed to cut Medusa's head off. Now, Medusa, if you look at her in the eye, she turns you to stone, right? So there's no way you could actually attack Medusa head on. So the whole point of the scene was that without looking, seeing her reflection in my shield, I was able to whack her head off with this magic sword. Imagine they come to me and they say, you can't cut her head off with a sword, because in a telex they had gotten the night before, it was determined that if I cut Medusa's head off with a sword, they'd get an X rating for violence. All the kids in England wouldn't be able to see the movie. When they told me I couldn't do it, I said, well, how do you want me to do it exactly? And they said, well, we got this great idea. You're going to take your shield, you're going to throw it against the wall. It's inadvertently, like a frisbee, going to bounce off the wall and cut her head off. That's great, right? Not. I said, okay, you want to shoot the scene that way? Going to have to find somebody else to do it. Locked myself in my trailer. They unplugged the electricity, tried to smoke me out. They sent in all these people every 15 minutes to try to convince me to come out and shoot the scene. And every time they came in, I was able to convince them that I was right and that the producers were wrong. And finally, at the end of the day, I won the day. And we ended up shooting it with me cutting her head off with a sword, which I think made the movie. Without that, the movie wouldn't have worked.